Hi everyone, today we're going to make this really beautiful joy bell Christmas ornament. And we're going to start off with these cute little like wooden bell shapes from the Dollar Tree. And you get 14 in a package. And this is what it's going to look like when we're finished. Isn't that beautiful, that sparkle? Okay, we're going to start off with a silver DecoArt paint pen. And I got this at Walmart. And it comes together really quickly. As you can see, you just paint it. Just go over it. And sometimes you may have to let it dry and go over it one more time, but not always. I think I only went over these once. Okay. So you can either just allow them to dry or you can use a hairdryer just to speed up the process a bit, which is what I'm going to do. I still wound up having to let it dry even a little bit by themselves, but that's okay. I mean, it speeds it up just a bit. Because who wants to wait, right? Okay, now Thick by Americana. I got this at, actually, no, I got this off of Amazon, but you can sometimes find it at Hobby Lobby. And I'm just putting a generous coat. If you don't have this to apply your glitter, you can also use just some basic Mod Podge or some type of glue. But this is my favorite because, I don't know, it just really packs on that glitter. That's what I like about it. You could even leave the bells as is. You don't even have to put glitter if you don't want to, but I don't know. I just really love how it enhances it. So now I'm going to go in with my Walmart glitter, and it's just this ultra fine silver glitter. I believe I paid about $2.97 for this bottle. And then you just need to pat it down, which I did go in with my finger at first, but it is better to use like a flat object, like a popsicle stick. And you just very gently, you don't have to press hard or anything. You don't really have to press at all, hardly at all. And then I'm just going to show you this lovely sparkle really quickly. And then turn it over a couple of times. Look at that. And then I'm going to allow this to fully dry, or at least dry enough to where I can handle it. Then moving on to the next step, once it's fully dry, I'm going to glue it to a piece of stiff white felt. And I'm going to leave a decent amount of room around the edges, and you will see why. And I'm using Fabri-Tac to glue this down. Can also use hot glue, but I like the Fabri-Tac glue. It's good stuff. And see, I left a little bit of space going around the bell. I'm only going to show you the process once with the bell, but I went ahead and decided to glue my other one down too. Might as well. And now I'm going to take my beautiful AB Rhinestone Chain, and I believe I got this on Amazon. I'll have to try to link these down below where I got everything. But this is very beautiful, beautiful chain. And see, you're just going to kind of like put it up against the bell, and it goes with the exact shape. And see, that'll tell you about how many you need just putting it up against it. And then taking more of my Fabri-Tac glue, just putting some on the edge there. And see, I'm kind of just pushing it into the glue, as you can see. I kind of lay it a little bit on the glue and then push it inward. And then just letting it take the shape of the bell. And see, it's just about seeing how many rhinestones goes, you know what I mean? Just measuring it, sort of. And I left a little gap right there where that curve is, like right in front of that curve on purpose, because I realized when I do the rounded part, it's easier for the rhinestone to fit in right there. I'm not really sure why that makes it easier, but it just does. But feel free to do it however you like or however you're comfortable. See, that's what I was showing you right there, the little bitty gap. And I'm going to wind up doing that on both sides. I hope this makes sense to you guys. I'm doing my very best to explain. But I did have a reason. And see, it takes the shape really well. That's what I like about this chain too. I don't believe I paid very much for it either. I think maybe like, I don't know, $8.99, $10. I'm not really 100% sure how much it is now either, so don't quote me on that. It's very good stuff. I love it. And I'm just taking my time. Just fitting each piece as it goes, as it needs to go. And see, I tried to not have to cut the pieces separate like this. I tried just to go all the way around it and glue it on, but it just doesn't work that way. And see, that's why I made that little gap missing, because for some reason it fits better this way. I don't know why. Something about it. It's just one of those things. And I love this chain. I would love to someday get it in other colors. Wouldn't that be pretty to do this like in other colors? Then just getting a toothpick and trying to, like, you know, press it down a little bit better and push some of the rhinestones in better. And you could leave that top part alone if you wanted, but I just decided, I don't know, looked too plain to me, so I decided to add more bling on that part. It looked uneven. And yeah, it takes like a couple of pieces, like I think 2 rows of 2. Trying to make it stay down with a toothpick. Kind of helps me to do that precision work. And see, that looks so much more filled in. Okay, now we got our 2 bells, which is the amount that we're gonna need. And actually, I totally forgot to show you guys the step of cutting it out. And you can use precision scissors like these And mine are not that great, so I kind of have to switch between these and my regular scissors. But precision scissors are way better. So if you have a good pair, I definitely recommend using them. And it's much better to wait till the rhinestone chain is a little more dry and, you know, longer than I waited, hopefully. But yeah, I think just after a couple hours would be fine. Let's see, I wind up switching back and forth. But it worked out. It still worked out. I love these bells so much. So pretty. I can't wait to do more with these. I can even do these in different colors too, like maybe gold, blue. Okay, now we're going to make this little, like, I guess like a base for the ornament using some craft sticks from the Dollar Tree. And these are just the plain jumbo ones, and you're going to need a total of 5. And you're going to cut the ends off each one. And to make sure they're all the same size, I usually just hold this one up that I cut to all the rest. That's the easiest way for me to get them the same size and everything. So I wanted them to be even, of course. And see, works out just fine. Okay, and now I just lay them flat, one on top of the other. And see, 4 of these are going to be stacked like this. And then you're going to take your 5th popsicle stick and measure to how long you need it to be for that part to glue them together. And then just making sure they're even. And then just taking my hot glue gun and putting some dots. See? I'm just fixing them. Might have pushed it by accident. But if you do that, that's okay. You have a little bit of time. And see? You got your little base for your ornament. Now I'm going to take this really beautiful, like, fuzzy, furry, like, the very soft, like, fuzzy white ribbon that I found at Michael's for $9.99. And we're going to basically cover our ornament in this. I believe I wind up using, yes I do, I wind up using like 2 layers of this on the top and the bottom of the ornament. Because see, if you've noticed, it covers 2 popsicle sticks perfectly. The width was just right for that. They had this in the wider version too, but I don't know why, I just grabbed this one. That's okay though, I made it work. And I'm pretty sure there's like so many things I could do with this ribbon, very pretty. Makes me think of like angel wings or something. Or maybe that bottom part of Santa's hat. All different things this could be. Or the top of a stocking. So pretty and soft. And then just trimming off any excess. And see, this is where I realized I'm going to have to add a second layer, but I went ahead and went in with the top one first. The top first layer, I mean. And that little fold shows me around about how much I need. And see, my original idea was I was going to paint this white first, and then I totally forgot and started gluing the ribbon down, but that's why I wound up using 2 coats. So if you wish to not have to add the 2 layers of ribbon, you can always just paint it white underneath, because you could barely see the wood color through the ribbon. Like, you can't even tell on camera, but in person you could. So I don't know, I just didn't like that. So see, I'm gonna go ahead and add my second layer. Made it fluffier anyway, I guess I could say. That's one good thing about it. And no perfection here, just gluing where I can, gluing where I see fit. I really love this ribbon, it's very pretty. I thought it was interesting, mainly. See, it glues on very easily too. I might have cut a little too much. It's okay though, it can be trimmed. And now I'm going to take some really beautiful silver pearl trim that I had in my stash. And I believe this is a 4mm pearl, I mean. I'm just picking off any hot glue that didn't need to be there. And I'm going to do this all the way around the very rim of the ornament. It kind of helped to hide that wood and add also some more decoration to it as well. And see, now I completed that. So now we're going to start getting some other things ready, just like seeing how we want to place everything. I thought the 2 bells kind of next to each other like this would be pretty, at kind of an angle. I just think that silver looks so pretty on top of that white. I'm going to go ahead and glue these down using just a little bit of my Fabri-Tac glue. And you can also still use hot glue if you would like, or if it's all you have. I cannot believe these were once just plain wood. It's amazing what you can do with just some glitter and bling. And now I'm going to take this ocean blue chalk paint by Waverly, and I'm going to paint these letters that I have here, and I'm going to spell out the word joy. One's already painted white because I was going to use it on a different project and I wound up not using it, so I still kept it. But now they're going to all be this pretty blue color. It was the best blue that I had, so I thought blue and silver and white just go so gorgeous together, so that's why I'm going to paint them blue. And now that my letters are painted, I'm going to start positioning them to see how I'm going to want them. I knew I wanted them on top of the bells, so I'm just trying to make sure they're the right amount of spaced apart and straight, just seeing how it would look. Isn't that gorgeous? Now I'm going to go ahead and use Fabri-Tac glue to glue these down as well. I just need a little bit because these are some very narrow letters. So it doesn't need a whole lot of glue. And that was as easy as 1, 2, 3. These little letters have come in handy for so many things. I actually bought these in a good size package at Hobby Lobby. I can't remember what I paid and I'm so sorry for that. But they're just like these little cardboard letters and it had like the whole alphabet in the box. And I'm just getting off any like glue that may have seeped out. So I couldn't get all of it, but that's okay. It was hardly even noticeable. Look at that. And now I'm going to take some different like bling pieces that I have. And I got these at Walmart years ago. And still had them. And I'm going to use like a few different sizes. And this is very optional because it's even beautiful just as is. But I really love how the bling looks. So you look at that. And I'm just kind of placing them at random. And the reason I'm not gluing them yet is because I want to make sure I like how they look and make sure they're positioned how I want. So that way I can fix it if I don't like it. And see, I'm already repositioning, so I knew I was not ready. And some of these gems, or a couple of them, are actually from the Dollar Tree. They came in like, I don't even remember, like this little package, and they weren't the adhesive kind. Like they didn't have adhesive on them. They were just little flatbacks that I found, but I used them in place of another one from the sticker ones because I didn't have like enough of that size in those, so that's why I did that. You can barely tell though when they're all together. Look very similar. Then just using my Fabri-Tac, I'm going to glue these down. The hardest ones are going to be those really tiny ones because, you know, they're really tiny, but I made it work. I decided I didn't like the placement of that one, mainly because it was larger, so I took a different size one and I put it there. Looks a lot better, see? So how has everyone been lately? What's new in your life? Comment down below if there's anything new in your life, or even if you just need some prayer. I wouldn't mind praying for you guys. We should all pray for each other. Even if you don't want to tell me what it is, that's fine too, like what's bothering you, and you just want prayer, just ask me for unknown prayers or unspoken, I'm sorry. And I will definitely still pray. Isn't that gorgeous? And now I'm going to take this hemp cord that I got from Walmart, and I'm going to take the blue one because it matches the joy letters. And I'm sorry if the video skips here and there. I don't know what's causing that. What's weird is it didn't do this before I edited it. I don't know what's wrong. Now I'm going to glue the ends down with some hot glue. And I am so sorry if you hear the ice cream truck going outside. Did not know they were going to drive around this time of day. Because they don't always. But yeah, anyways. Now I'm gluing some of that same fuzzy ribbon on the back just to hide the tackiness of the string. Feel like it looks more finished that way too. You know, another thing I could have done that I didn't even think of until now, before gluing all my ribbon on, I could have even painted the very edges with the silver paint pen. So just a tip if you guys would like to do that, just to hide some of the wood color, but it still winds up coming out very beautifully. If I make another one, I might just do that just to see how it looks. This time I'm only going to add one layer of the ribbon because it is just the back, but I just wanted it to look finished. And just putting hot glue everywhere. Enough to hold the ribbon down. And that is the finished Christmas ornament. Just trimming some pieces here and there. Looky there. Isn't that beautiful? Well, I hope you guys enjoyed my video, and I hope you guys have a very amazing Christmas and Thanksgiving for sure too, because that's not even here yet. I just wanted to take a moment to show you guys the sparkle on this. Well, I love you guys. Have an amazing day. God bless. Bye-bye.